Did South Africa just witness one of the most direct challenges to President Cyril Ramaphosa and the ANC in recent times? Why is Sihle Lonzi openly questioning the leadership of the country? And why are his words now spreading like wildfire across social media? You have failed the youth. These are not just emotional statements. These are serious accusations aimed directly at the highest office in the land. At a time when unemployment is breaking records, when young graduates are sitting at home with degrees but no opportunities, and when frustration among the youth is reaching a boiling point, Sihle Lonzi decided to speak up. But here is the real question. Is this genuine frustration from a young political voice, or is this the beginning of a bigger political confrontation with the ANC government? Because when someone publicly tells the president that his administration has failed an entire generation, that is not a small statement. That is political dynamite. What pushed Lonzi to go this far? What exactly did he say? And how did President Ramaphosa and the ANC respond? Tonight, we break it all down. The statements, the reactions, and what this could mean for South Africa's political future.
Commander-in-Chief of the EFF, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, today we will not hide behind crammed quotes and flowery words as your Minister of Higher Education, Buti Manamela, did yesterday. How can the Minister of Higher Education publicly declare that there's no plan or solution to absorb all the learners that pass matric in post-secondary education? During your State of the Union address, Mr. President, of the nation address, you proudly announced that this is the highest number of matric passes in this country's history. But what is the point of celebrating statistics when you know deep down that thousands of these learners are going back home because there is no space in post-secondary education? What was even more worrying is that when we asked the Minister of Higher Education about additional spaces, he spoke to us about CET centers. CET centers are primarily designed for community education to serve adults that want to write matric or redo their examinations. They are simply not structured, funded, or even mandated to absorb the large numbers of learners who have already passed matric and are seeking post-secondary education. I don't know where Minister Nzimande is. Can you please educate the young man, because clearly he doesn't know anything about higher education. We were also not surprised when Honorable Kusela Diko attempted to steal the victory of the EFF on data. Unfortunately for her, the people of South Africa know that it is the EFF that fought for data to expire in South Africa. But what do we expect from someone who was implicated in stealing PPEs while our people were dying during COVID-19? The data victory of the EFF is not PPE, Minister. It cannot be stolen. We won't entertain Minister Nchaveni's statements about Economics 101 because we know that she's inspired by the CEO of Capitec, who said unemployment is 10% in South Africa.
Just take your seat for a moment, please. Please take your seat. Honorable Skosana, why do you want to be recognized?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I'm rising on Rule 53 of the joint rules. The Honorable Member is casting aspersion on Honorable Tiko. He says Honorable Tiko is implicated in the stealing of PPEs. So he knows that he's supposed to bring a substantive motion for such a matter, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Skosana.
Hey, when I failed mayor.
Order. Thank you, Honorable Skosana. I accept that that's a point of debate. Please continue.
It's all over the news. We're not going to entertain Minister Nchaveni's praise for creating jobs because just yesterday, the youth of Venda lined up in Toronto Stadium to submit their CVs to the South African National Defence Force. You should know this, Minister, because you come from that same community in Venda. But as the president of the EFF often says, when consciousness leaves you, it does not say goodbye. Today, Mr. President, we have been sent to deliver a simple message to you, one that the praise singers have no courage to tell you. On my right are CVs of youth inclusive of graduates who have been looking for jobs without success. It is a lie that they are lazy. It is a lie that they sit at home and bask under the sun like Honorable Gwede Mantase suggests. They wake up every morning. They ask their families for the last cent. They must choose between buying bread or buying a bus ticket. They must choose between buying electricity or buying data. I listened attentively to you, President, when you said during your days you used to go door to door to look for a job. As if the youth of this country has not walked all the streets and stood in each and every traffic light looking for a job in South Africa. What an insult to the young people who stand in long lines to get a job as a waiter, as a bottle girl, as a call center agent. What an insult to the more than 900,000 youth who applied for a mere 5,000 available posts in the South African Police Service training program. What an insult to the unemployed doctors, the young educators and teachers who have spent many years equipping themselves to serve this nation. Why do you brag to us about going door to door during your time? Do you know how many young people in this country have sleepless nights, depressed, anxious, refreshing their emails, refreshing their spam emails, trying to look for that one positive email out of the 100 interviews that they participated in that particular week? Mr. President, these are just a few CVs which are gathering dust in our communities. But there are many other millions of CVs of young people who are unemployed in this country. And from now onwards, we are going to rally the youth of South Africa to physically deliver CVs at the doors of the union buildings, at the doors of parliament, and in the office of Honorable Gwede Mantashe. We are going to publicly share your official email addresses, not the fake ones you put on Google, so that the youth can send you all our CVs each and every day until you take the struggle of joblessness serious in South Africa. On my left, Mr. President, this box carries the cases of students who have completed all their academic qualifications or requirements, but universities are withholding their degrees because they owe the university debt. Why do you withhold the degree of a student that owes you money? Because it is the very degree that must be the key that unlocks employment opportunities for them to be able to have a monthly income. Give them their degree so that they can be able to go and seek a job. We want to take this opportunity, President, to tell you that these boxes are very heavy. They are heavy with disappointment, they are heavy with anger, they are heavy with hunger, they are heavy with the false hope and the fake dreams that you have been selling the youth of South Africa. We want to thank all the key stakeholders that have participated in the final draft of the Student Debt Relief Bill of the EFF. We are now ready and prepared to present the bill before this House. We want to see, Mr. President, who are you going to stand with in the struggle of student debt? Who are you going to stand with? Are you going to be with the students? Are you going to be with the youth of South Africa? Or are you going to abandon them? We are submitting these CVs to you, even though you ran away. The Deputy President will give them to you.